Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's TMGF Special. Captain USA 226 here, the leader of the Mafia Godfathers. And this week, our TMGF Special video is going to highlight some money-making tips. So, a lot of you have asked me in streams that we have done in the past, what are some good ways to make money, since I'm level 381 right now, soon to be 382. A lot of you have asked me how to make a lot of money really quickly and be able to buy those supercars that came out with the updates and everything. So, in this video I'm going to give you some tips on how to make a good chunk of money on here. So, first let me just start off by saying, if you're really hurting for money, and you're literally you're not even able to pay your electric bill of your apartment or something like that, or if you just need a certain amount of money to get into a job that your friend is inviting you to, something like that. Two of the best things you can do, well actually the best thing you can do to make just a little bit of money so that you're able to do those things is to steal a car off the road, preferably a sedan or sporty car. Some cars cannot be sold, but if you, like that one right there, just went past the Buffalo, if you can find a sporty car or a sedan, the best one that I've seen is the Lampadati Felon. But if you take a car off the road, just steal it and sell it to Los Santos Customs, you'll get between $1,000 and $9,000 depending on how valuable the car is to LSC. So you can sell cars to Los Santos Customs to make a small amount of money, so you're able to do jobs and able to pay your mechanic and everything. So, but the ways to make the big money, these are my money-making tips, so some of you may not agree with them, but I'm gonna use the job list here to show you. We're gonna go to Rockstar Created. So, a lot of people think that survivals are the best way to make money, because if you survive through Wave 10, you get $30,000. However, that's not the case, or at least not in my experience. Unless you're extremely good with just straight guns and no explosives, survivals are one of the worst ways to make any kind of money, because you spend so much money on ammo after each survival, it's not even funny. There's times when I use nearly $20,000 in ammo, and so I only make about $10,000 off the survival out of the $30,000 after I buy all my ammo back. So survivals are not the best thing to do to make money, because if you use sticky bombs or if you use rocket launchers, grenade launchers to shoot down the helicopters, you're blowing about $1,000 with each homing missile launcher rocket. So you're just blowing a lot of money away, and then you buy it at the end, and sometimes you even go negative depending on how much you use. So survivals are probably one of the worst things you can do to make money. They're fun to do with your friends and everything, with 4 people, and they're easy to get through sometimes if you have enough people that are good at playing the game. But the best thing you can do to make money, in my opinion, is to do contact missions, and do ones that you know that pay out well. If you've done a lot of contact missions, you probably know some of the ones that pay out really well, but they have changed since back when GTA came out, because Rockstar came out with an update that updated a lot of the payouts for these missions. So I'm going to highlight a couple of the contact missions that are really good for you to do, but the best thing you can do with your crew or with your friends is to start a contact mission, invite all your friends and crew members to it, and just play the contact mission. Whenever you're done and you have to select your next job on the selection screen, the nice thing Rockstar did is all of the selections are all the same type of job that you just did. So if you just did a race, all the next the screen with the selections on it will be all races. If you do contact missions, the selection screen will be all contact missions. So you can continue doing them. You can just keep stringing them along and rolling in more and more money. So again, contact missions are, in my opinion, the best thing you can do to make money. But do not use explosives unless it's absolutely necessary. Only use like machine guns, submachine guns if you're in a car, stuff like that. Try not to use sticky bombs and grenades so that you don't raise your ammo bill at the end. Just use straight guns all the way through all your contact missions, unless you're in something like Trash Talk or something like that where you have to blow up garbage trucks and you don't have a choice. Or like this where it says blow up. So, definitely stay away from explosives as much as you can while doing these, and you won't spend much on ammo, and you'll make a lot of money by doing these. If you string them together, you can probably make, if you do them quickly, you could probably make close to $100,000 an hour. So maybe more like 70,000 an hour. But me and one of the other members of the Mafia Godfathers, one night right before the heist update came out, we spent all night doing contact missions. We ended up with well over $400,000 at the end of the night. So they're definitely worth doing. So now I'm going to point out some of the best ones that you can do. By Land, Sea, and Air is definitely a good one. It's very hard. You need at least 2 people to play it, but I recommend you do it with 4 because it's not an easy mission. And unless you're like experts at this game, I would not do it with any less than 4. Like me and a couple of the other guys in my crew can do it with 2 if we get lucky, but it's not an easy mission to do. If you're looking for quick money and you just want to do stuff with one other friend, there's missions like this with 1 to 2 players. Checkout time is one of them. Then there's other missions like this where you just have to shoot a person driving a car, steal a briefcase, call Lester, get the cops off you, and bring it to Madrazo's house or wherever it asks you to go, and you'll make a quick $8,000, $10,000 out of it. Let's see. The best one by far to make money on, but it takes a long time to do, is, I have to get down to it. You guys can probably guess what I'm going to. It's the Los Santos Connection. They've since lowered the amount of money you get. It used to be a little bit over $30,000. If you take your time, it might still creep up towards $30,000 because the missions and races are depending how much money you get paid depends on how long it takes you to do the missions. So if you take longer, you get paid more. But that kind of stinks because you're spending more time on one mission when you could be doing multiple missions within an hour and making more money. So you want to try to get them done as quickly as you can and move on to the next one. But the Los Santos Connection by far is the best one to do. Last time we did it, I think we all ended up with about $24,000. So if you want to, you can do this one over and over again and rake in a lot of money. Another good one to do is Trash Talk. You do have to use explosives on it, like I mentioned earlier, but it's still a very good one to do. Pays out fairly well. Another good one to do that I passed up earlier is Method in the Madness. Now, this is a Trevor mission. It's also 2 to 4 players. It's pretty difficult, and you have multiple locations you have to go to and clear people out and steal meth. You have to steal 2 packs of meth, I think it's meth, and you bring it back to Trevor's trailer, and you get paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $15,000 to $25,000, again depending on how long it takes you to do it. So definitely the best thing for you to do is contact missions. Next best thing to do to make a lot of money. These take longer, but last team standings, if you set them on 7 rounds and you have a decent amount of players, I'm talking at least 6 to 8. If you have at least 6 to 8 players and you have 3 on each team, the more players you have in these, the higher the payout is at the end. If you set it on 7 rounds and you let each other win, what I mean there is you let one team kill you off, and let the time run all the way to the end, and then let your enemy team kill you, and then you do vice versa back and forth all the way through. You'll do 13 rounds. As long as you let the time run out, you'll end up with a ton of money, and I'm talking in the neighborhood of $70,000 to $100,000 depending on how many people you have in your lobby. And that's why we do this mission so often. I have a bookmark here, but if you don't have a bookmark yet, I strongly suggest you do. And that is, it's not letting, Rockstar may be going down, it's not letting me scroll. Oh, there it goes. But Snipers versus Stunters up here. You definitely want to do Snipers and Stunters with your friends. It's a lot of fun. It's not like the other death matches. You're jumping, you're sniping and everything, and it's a lot of fun. And it's easy to get caught up in it and lose lose track of time. So, but you get a ton of money at the end for doing it. So let me back out of here. We'll go back in here again. So, like I said earlier, contact missions, last team standings are by far the two best things that you can do on here to make money. After that, captures are okay, but they don't pay out as much as last team standings. They're pretty good, but they've raised the money on a lot of them to between $5,000 or $10,000 a round, depending on, again, how many people you have. Other than that, the only other thing I can think of that you can do to make a lot of money in a short amount of time is heists. Definitely take advantage of the heists, and like Rockstar has been doing for the last 4 weeks now, they've been using, they've been doing double RP and money on all the heists, so 1 per week. You definitely want to take advantage of things like that because heists pay out a lot, and definitely if you can do it on hard, do it on hard, because you get paid a lot more. We just did the Pacific Standard job tonight. They have the double money and RP going on, and for the Pacific Standard, I gave myself 40% and gave all my crew members 20. I ended up with $1 million at the end. They ended up with about 800,000, including the setup missions. So they ended up with 500,000 for the main heist and over 300,000 for the setup missions. So heists are definitely worth doing. So again, just to wrap up, contact missions, last team standings, and heists are by far the best 3 things that you can do. The rest I would just do to play around with your friends and everything, but if you're looking to make some serious money, do those 3 things and you'll be rich in no time. And as long as you save up and you don't buy anything, you'll have over $1 million in just a few nights. So guys, I hope these tips helped you out a lot. Hope you take advantage of them. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can like our Facebook page, which is also the Mafia Godfathers, with our logo as our profile picture. And we also have a Twitter page you can follow, so you can subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and you can also watch me and my commissioner Kevin on Twitch. Both have Twitch accounts. Mine's Captain USA 226, his is Kevin Lynn Porter. Again guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give some of our other videos a like and a view, and stay tuned for more from the Mafia Godfathers. Hope you enjoyed this TMGF special. Check back every week for more TMGF specials. We upload them weekly, and we point out one special thing each week. So take advantage of these money tips I've given you, and I guarantee you you'll have a ton of money in no time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.